So you're looking for a great dog trainer right here in Ringgold, Georgia? Well, you've absolutely come to the right place. This is your guide to feeling really confident and making a smart choice for you and your furry best friend.
I mean, just picture it for a second. You're enjoying a peaceful walk, your dog is trotting happily right beside you, and there's no yanking on the leash. That's the dream, right? A well-trained dog just makes every part of living here in our community that much better. And that's exactly what we're aiming for.
Okay, so how are we going to get you there? Here's our plan. We'll start with training that's actually tailored to our local lifestyle. Then, we'll cover what to look for in a professional, the different training formats and what they cost, the questions you absolutely have to ask, and finally, some important local rules and resources. All right, let's get into it.
First things first, it's really about understanding that good training gets your dog ready for real life, right here in Ringgold. That means they can handle a quiet walk in the neighborhood just as well as the busier areas downtown. The whole point is for them to be a happy, polite companion no matter where you go. Now, how do you actually figure out who's a good trainer? Honestly, it pretty much boils down to two big things: their training methods and their qualifications. These two things will tell you almost everything you need to know about the person you're thinking of hiring.
You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement, and for good reason. It's really the gold standard for modern, educated trainers. And, it's about so much more than just giving out treats. It's about building a real relationship with your dog based on trust, teaching them what you want them to do. It's effective, it's humane, and honestly, it just makes training a lot more fun for everyone involved.
So, how can you be sure a trainer knows their stuff? Well, these certifications are your best friend. I know, they look like a bowl of alphabet soup, but each one means a trainer has passed some tough exams, they follow a code of ethics, and they're serious about keeping their skills up to date. Think of it as a quality check for their professionalism. Next up, let's talk about the practical stuff. We'll look at the different kinds of training programs out there and what you can generally expect to pay for them, right here in the Ringgold area. This is all about finding what fits your dog, your goals, and, your life. So the two most common options you'll see are group classes and private sessions. Group classes, they're fantastic for practicing focus around other dogs, and they're usually easier on the wallet. Private training, on the other hand, is perfect for zeroing in on specific issues right where they happen. Like barking at the mail carrier or jumping on your guests. Okay, this chart is really helpful because it gives you a clear picture of the potential costs. These are the average numbers for 2025 in Ringgold and Catoosa County. You can see there's a pretty wide range, from a couple $100 for group classes all the way up to a few thousand for a board and train program. That huge jump in price really just reflects the amount of intensive, one-on-one time a professional is spending with your dog. This should give you a realistic idea for your budget. Okay, so you've done some research, you've found a few trainers you like, and now it's time to actually talk to them. Going into that conversation prepared with the right questions is going to make all the difference. This checklist has the essentials you'll want to cover. Now, you don't have to read this like you're conducting an interview, but a couple of these are so important. Asking, how will you customize a plan for my dog, is huge. It makes sure you're not getting a one-size-fits-all approach. And asking, how do we measure progress, sets clear expectations right from the start. Trust me, their answers to these questions will tell you a whole lot. All right, let's bring it all back home to our community. Being a great dog owner in Ringgold means you've got to know the local rules. And just as important, you should know the best spots to go to put all that awesome new training into practice. 6 feet. You're going to want to remember that number. It's one of the most important local rules. In all public places here in Ringgold and across Catoosa County, your dog has to be on a leash that is no longer than 6 feet. Simple as that. It's for everyone's safety and comfort, both people and pets. And besides the leash law, there are a few other things to keep in mind. A current rabies vaccine, that's state law. You also need to get your dog licensed with both the city and the county. And see that last point about barking? That's where training really comes in handy. A good trainer can help you manage that, which definitely helps you stay on good terms with the neighbors. And this is the fun part. You can use our amazing local spots to your advantage. Taylor Barnett Heritage Park is perfect for practicing those nice, calm, leashed walks. The dog park over in Fort Oglethorpe? It's a safe, fenced-in area which is ideal for working on getting your dog to come back when you call them. And the Chickamauga Battlefield Trails are fantastic for practicing focus with all the real-world distractions of hikers and wildlife. So when you get right down to it, investing your time to find the right trainer, it just opens up your world. It makes having guests over way less chaotic, it makes walks around the neighborhood genuinely relaxing, and it makes enjoying a day out in our community so much more fun. A well-behaved dog is a happy dog, and a welcome part of Ringgold. Here's to many, many happy and stress-free adventures for both of you.